When we think of climate regions, we generally think of one climate type that covers a large area, for example, a desert. While this is true in most places, there are some places that have a lot more variability in the climate, and the state where I live is one of them. In fact, where I live, the climate can change so much over a short period of time that it creates a phenomenon called a microclimate. Now, before we get into what a microclimate is, as well as the variability that this state experiences, I would appreciate if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for future content. First off, what exactly is a microclimate? Well, according to the Google definition, a microclimate is the climate of a very small or restricted area, especially when this differs from the climate of the surrounding area. So essentially, a tiny climate region. Microclimates are often transition climates. For example, a narrow temperate strip between a hotter area and a colder area. In addition, they can be caused by the geography of the surrounding area. And that's exactly what's happening here. Now, before we zoom out into the state level, you need to notice there is climate variability within our own city. This is especially prominent during the winter, when the western suburbs are at higher elevation, and as a result, they get more snowfall and colder temperatures than the eastern half. In addition, downtown gets a bit less snow because of a phenomenon called the urban heat island. The urban heat island happens when the metals used in the downtown area of a city causes that area of the city to absorb more heat than the surrounding area, causing downtown to be warmer than the suburbs. Going back to the climate variation, there is actually controversy over where our official weather station should be because of where it's at. You see, our airport, where most official weather stations in the United States are, is about 25 miles from downtown, causing it to be in the open plains east of the city. As a result, the climate at the airport is dramatically different, getting less snow during the winter and hotter temperatures during the summer. Now, let's go out to the state level. While there is a lot of local variability, you really only need to know 3 things. 1, our state has plains in the east, mountains in the middle, and plateau in the west. The climate of the plains and plateau have a lot of similarities, but the plateau is a bit warmer and drier. The mountains are where you see the real variability, mainly due to elevation. In the valleys, the weather is a bit warmer, and thus they see less snow during the beginning and end of the snow season. The peaks, however, can go up above 14,000 feet, or 4,000 meters above sea level, and this causes them to be very cold the entire year. In fact, the only month where snow isn't common in our mountains is July. Overall, our state sees huge climate variability in pretty much all areas. Now, I would straight up say the name of my state, but I want it to be a bit more interesting. So, viewers, you have the option to take everything that this video gives you and try and figure out the name of the state from there. Then, leave your answers down in the comments, and I will announce the correct answer and winners at the beginning of my next video. The only people who aren't allowed to participate are people who already know what state I live in, because that would just ruin the entire thing. As always, I would appreciate if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for future content. Thanks and have a great day.